What's going on, guys? Barnes873 here, and this is my tight slot scheme, which I use, and it's very effective. And our base play is going to be the halfback dive. Our first audible is going to be the halfback wheel. Our second audible is going to be the mesh. Our third audible is going to be the deep post, and our fourth audible is going to be the bench switch. And obviously, each audible has its own purpose against defensive formations and setups. So we're going to come out in our base play, and you see that the defense looks comfortable out there. They look normal, nothing, not showing blitz, not line isn't pinched. You don't want to do this if the line's pinched. But you see that the line separates a little bit, normal separation right there. You're going to run up the middle. Keep them honest that you do run it out of this formation. And however, you don't run it that much out of this, but you have to. You absolutely have to. Again, so let's run it. And you see you get good yardage there. Now, let's jump into our first audible. Our first audible is the halfback wheel. And this is the play that we're probably going to use 60% of the time out of here. We're going to put X on the in route. We're going to smart route circle. And sometimes you don't have to smart route. You don't have to smart route circle if it's say 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, 4th and 3. You don't have to smart route circle, as this route just naturally goes over the first down marker. But we like to smart route if we can to give a little extra distance out there to get better separation. And put R1 on the swing right. Now our first read is going to be X, and our second read is going to be triangle, and then our third read and fourth read is going to be square over the middle and circle over the middle. Alright, so let's snap the ball here. You see X gets open there. Nice 5-yard gain. And this also, is going to get open more often than not, no matter what, if the defense is blitzing, zone, or man. Again, so put X on it in route, smart route circle, and put R1 on the swing left. So we got X open. Now let's look for triangle. Against man, triangle is going to be open, except there. For some reason, these the Pittsburgh Steelers are just playing these corner passes very well, and I'm not even sure why they're playing it so well. Again, put X on the in route, R1 on the swing left, and X is open. And again, there we go. That was better, but that was still close. I would never throw that in the game. That's just way too close for comfort, as we saw that we had X wide open across the middle again. So X is open, square. I tried forcing it in the square there, but what you really want to do is you really want to just keep hitting X consistently on this, because it's gonna open up the middle of the field and the deeper parts of the field. So as soon as you see X open, pass it to X. 5 yards. 5 yards after 5 yards. You want to start this on your first drive. Come out in this. You're gonna get 5 yards every time. Obviously there I just passed that up and it didn't work. So again, we have X. There we go. Circle cuts back in. So for some reason X was covered very well on that one as well, but that's gonna happen. X is making a little bit of a different cut here for some reason. I don't know why. Let's come out in the halfback wheel again. Let's see if he gets yeah, he does it again. He's not supposed to be cutting it like that. Alright, so that's our first audible, but let's jump into it against cover 3 now. Alright, put X on the in route and just smart route circle and R1 on the swing left. Our first read is still X, our second read is still triangle, and our third and fourth reads are still square and circle across the middle. So X gets open. I don't know why he's cutting like that. That's just really weird. He's never done that before. So put defense in cover 3. Now this time, let's try hitting triangle. Alright, let's see if... Now what we're looking for again here is to see if one of these guys comes down, or if one of these guys cuts up. Now, we don't really know who it's going to be. Obviously, we're going to expect it to be the cornerback, but I mean, you don't really know. or is this the safety? I'm not sure. But we're looking for the guy that comes down here. If the guy comes down here, we know we're going to have triangle open. But if the guy goes up here, well, we're going to have square open, or we're going to have circle over the middle open. So let's see what happens here. He goes down, so we're going to have triangle open. And that'll drive the defensive crazy, because once they see you're doing that, they're going to put, they're then going to put Allen here on a buzz zone. And they're going to be like, well, we don't know if he's going from which side he's going to. So we'll even put, maybe they'll put Palomalo in deep zone and put Taylor on a buzz zone. So with that being said, let's come back out to it, put X on an in route, circle on a smart route, R1 on a swing left. Yeah, let's see what happens. You can see he instantly goes up. You have square open across the middle. Just got hammered by Palomalo. That happens. You know, it's not really your fault, but it happens when you get hit by Palomalo. There are a lot of players in the game out there like that, wide open. So let's see what happens. Open, open. Even against cover 3, he's open. Gets more separation there. Nice touchdown. But again, whether it's zone, man, or just press coverage, or looks like they're blitzing, the looks are still going to be the same every single time, because it's going to go X, and then if you see the X, as soon as you see the X is covered, you're going to instantly look at the triangle, but you're going to see if that cornerback is in that flat zone or if he's in that buzz zone, and then you're going to know who to throw to after that. So he's covered. Got the line got through there, which happens a lot more often in practice mode, to be honest with you. So again, it's called a halfback wheel, X on the in route, smart route circle, and R1 on swing left. Let's look at our first read, X, see if he gets open. Triangle's open. Now you're going to want to put your fastest receiver on this inside. I should have said this earlier, but you're going to want to put your fastest receiver right here, and then your best receiver right here. So in case when he does come across that post route on the halfback wheel, that you have the best chance of catching it. Or maybe put a guy there with the best catching in traffic. I like to put my best receiver there. Now our second audible is the mesh. The mesh is what we're going to use against zone. Zone or off coverage. So whenever you see the defense is in off coverage, you're simply going to put triangle on an in route and X on an in route, but smart route X, and you're going to keep R1 in that swing right. And R1 against zone is going to open up circle, but for some reason I feel that circle just gets covered. I don't know if it's because it's thrown to the right, but I feel like circle is covered a lot. So again, our first read is going to be triangle. Triangle's going to get gets pretty good separation here, and every now and then you can break one out there. So that's why I put my fastest receiver right there. So let's see here. We'll be in triangle. Let's come out in a cover 3. Off coverage, put triangle on an in route, put X on an in route and smart route it, and keep R1 on the swing right. So see, we get a nice separation there again. And a nice almost 15-yard gain right there. And let's try getting one into triangle out there, like I said, or circle. I just feel that this is not the greatest pass, but I like this play so much because against off coverage, triangle just works so well, and so does X as well. Let's see if we can get circle open out there. I don't like that. I didn't pass the ball and I was looking for a circle, but I didn't like that. So this is what you do. This is how you play that. Defense is in off coverage, but triangle on in route, X on in route, and smart route it. And as soon as you see that circle's covered, look back at the X, okay? So boom, the triangle's covered, X is covered, and sometimes you just don't have time for it, but again, same thing, put the defense in the zone. In route X, and hot route it. And let's look here. We got triangle covered, circle covered, X, boom. Alright, so that's how you kind of want to look at that. It's really quick. It's boom, boom, boom. Alright, so you can. I don't like throwing this against man. I never throw this against man, as you don't really get. I feel like the in routes coming from the left or coming from the right to the left work better than they do coming from the left to the right against man anyway. So he got bumped. I mean, he was open, but I just feel like they work better coming from the right to the left. But again, if you want to do that, go right ahead to switch it up a little bit from the halfback wheel. So this leads us to our fourth audible. No, I'm sorry, our third audible, the deep post. Now this is, again, you can use this against man or zone or off coverage or the showing blitz. And I like to use this as my short yard when I need short yards, just a few yards. And this is why I like it so much. Because the way I set it up, I put triangle on a slant, and I put circle on a hitch, and then I put R1 on the swing right. My first read is triangle, and then my second read is circle. And if none of those guys are open for the short yardage, I'm probably not going to get sacked by then. So I'm going to have Sqaure open, or I'm going to have X open. Hawkins just doesn't really have the greatest catching in traffic, so that's why that looked like that. But again, let's put triangle on a swing or on a slant. Put circle on a hitch and R1 on the swing right. Let's look for triangle first. See, triangle gets open and just doesn't like to catch the ball over the middle. But I really like this against off coverage better. But it does work against man. Let's go back to man. I'm not going to show you that yet. Again, he's open. Whoop, so gotta get away. But that's another reason why I like this better against zone coverage, because I have more time to hit triangle in that slant route. But this play does work against man. Pass lead in, or pass lead to the outside. Just a few short yardages there. But this is why I use this play against off coverage, because I use it for short yards. And triangle on a slant, circle on a hitch, and R1 on a swing right. There we go. Well, didn't catch it. Kind of got cranked there, but this is a very good play for short yards. Let's see, put the defense in off coverage. Let's see if we can get triangle open first. Triangle gets open, and there we go. Again, come out in the deep post. Triangle on a slant, circle on the hitch, and R1 on a swing right. And if triangle's covered, circle's covered, you got Sqaure across the middle, which is a nice big chunk of yards right there. But I mean, you can use this if it's 3rd and 10 or 1st and 10 if you really want to try hitting Sqaure in that route. So let's hop into our fourth audible. Now this is the bench switch, and you can use this against man, but I really don't like to. I just use it. I put R1 in the swing. I just streak triangle and streak X, and I put R1 whichever side I'm closer to, on the opposite side of the hash marks that I'm on. If I'm in the middle, it doesn't really matter. I like to prefer to throw it to my best receiver. So, we're going to get some separation out there against man. As you see, Sqaure and circle will be open on this. Let's go to this bench switch, triangle streak, X streak, and R1 on the swing left. And defense got it in there. That's the reason why I don't like it against man, is because these routes do get bumped. So against zone, same thing, streak triangle, streak X, put R1 on the swing left. Now against zone, I'm always looking for triangle or X first. Who gets open? Who can get open the quickest? And as you see, after doing it so often, I'm used to knowing who's going to get open and who's not. Bench switch, streak triangle, streak X, R1 on the swing left. And it's just, you have to run it over and over, and you get used to who's going to be open, who's not going to be open. So that's streak triangle, streak X. Let's put R1 on the swing right. See if circle gets open. Now you have to pass lead that. Pass lead it at if you're throwing to the left, pass lead at pass lead I'd say, at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. And if you're throwing to the right, I'd pass lead at 4 o'clock. So, put the defense in off coverage. We can even put them in blitz them. So we don't know they're being blitzed. It looks like just zone. So that was just tricky. When I just fired that one in there, see what happened, and it wasn't good. It didn't turn out to be good. So that's why I don't. I mean, if it's a blitzing situation like 3rd and 10, I would not use this play because more than likely they're blitzing, and it's really hard to pick out who you have to go to because you just don't have that much. You don't have as much time. But anyways, this is my slot or my single back tight slot scheme, and I hope you guys can use this. I recommend using the halfback wheel the most. I feel it's the most consistent play because you have X, who's probably going to be open against anything, and your tight ends usually have very good catching in traffic, but it's going to be wide open. Like I said, if he's not wide open, you have triangle to hit. So I hope you guys like the scheme as well.